Every war has a quarter where the invoice arrives, crew, and for this one, it just got filed in 3 earnings releases. ExxonMobil, $14.5 billion of profit in the second quarter, double what it earned a year ago. Chevron, $12.1 billion, the highest quarterly earnings in the company's history. Shell, $9.8 billion, its second highest ever. Add them up, and 3 companies booked $36.4 billion in the same 3 months the Strait of Hormuz closed and crude went to a wartime footing. Quick word about a number you will see elsewhere, because this board checks arithmetic wherever it comes from. NPR framed that haul as some $404 million in profit every day for the last 3 months. Run the division yourself. April, May, and June is 91 days, and $36.4 billion over 91 days is $400 million a day. The 404 comes from treating the quarter as 90 days. Does the difference change the story? Not remotely. But this desk uses the number the calendar supports, so $400 million a day, every day, for a quarter. Now the other side of the ledger, which is your side. A gallon of regular now averages nearly $4.11 nationally, up from $3.85 a month ago per AAA. Brent crude careened between $72 and $102 a barrel during July before settling Friday just under $88. And here is the mechanism to hold on to. Every dollar of that war premium enters the economy twice, once as a cost to the person filling the tank, and once as margin to the companies that pump, ship, and refine the barrel. Same dollar, 2 ledger lines. You are on one of them. Want to see the scarcity machine itself? 2 data points from inside the quarter. On Thursday, the trade intelligence group Kpler confirmed exactly 5 ships transiting the Strait of Hormuz. 5 hulls through one of the critical oil arteries on this earth in a day. And Shell reported running its refineries at 102% of capacity. When supply narrows to 5 ships and the refineries are past their rated maximum, nobody needs to raise a price on purpose, crew. The price does the work on its own. That is what a war premium is. Scarcity at sea becoming margin on shore, automatically. Now, the most instructive line in the whole quarter, where the money is going. Not into new production, not into bigger dividends or buybacks either. NPR reports the majors seem more focused on paying down debt. Sit with that, crew. The war premium collected at your pump is being banked as balance sheet repair. Households absorb the cost of the war. The companies collecting it are using the proceeds to retire their own borrowing. That is not illegal, and it is not even irrational. It is just worth saying in plain words, once on the record. Your 411 is cleaning up their balance sheet. The industry's own voice, on the record, both barrels. Exxon chief executive Darren Woods asked about the closed strait. I think ultimately there's a solution that the world will arrive at. Those resources are just too critical to the overall economic health of the world for them to stay offline. And asked about a windfall profits tax, no hedging at all. We canceled investments that we had planned for Europe based on the last time they passed a windfall profits tax. Exxon is suing over the European levy, in his words, because we don't think that's a legal taking for the industry. So there is the posture, crew, stated plainly by the man himself. Patience on the war and litigation on the tax. Fair shake, said in full. Exxon, Chevron, and Shell are global commodity businesses whose margins track a price they do not set. They did not close the strait. They did not start the war. And a company earning more when its product gets scarce is what a commodity company is. All true. And ledger it anyway, because both things fit on one board. A few days ago, the Federal Reserve wrote in its own statement that inflation reflects supply shocks in certain sectors, including energy. The Fed wrote down the disease. Tonight, you met who bills for the symptom. $400 million a day on one side of the ledger, $4.11 on yours. And the difference between those lines is being used to pay off their debt, not to drill your relief. Watch where windfalls go, crew. It tells you who thinks the war is temporary. Mind the board. I'm Marcus, and this is Pixel Politics.